When John asked me to be the private, I was thrilled. Knowing that there were so many girls who wanted to be the private and that John chose me was just an incredible feeling. And I'm so excited to get to portray such a unique character, because so many people think that only men fought in the war as soldiers, but that's not true. There were at least 400 women that are documented that we know about, which means there were probably more, into the thousands possibly. You never usually see women in photographs because they were so careful to conceal their identities, but some ladies were brave enough to get daguerreotypes, like Sarah Rosetta Wakeman. She was with the New York State Volunteers in the 153rd Regiment. Unfortunately, Sarah didn't survive the war, but her story is so inspiring to me. I really admire her for going into the war and fighting with such bravery and courage at such a young age. When I was a little girl, my dad was a living historian with the 2nd Kentucky Infantry for 4 years and the 6th Kentucky Infantry for a year, and he would always take my sister and I to the reenactments, and we would dress in period attire, and I would have this soft yellow dress on and a little bonnet and a cute little basket that I carried around with me, and I always remember seeing the war from the woman's perspective, the cooking, the sewing, watching the kids, and just spectating in general, and I was always curious as to what the man's perspective was, but you don't really think about it, being so young. I only remember bits and pieces of my experiences back then, but two that stick out in my mind is when my dad would lay out this huge blanket for me and my sister to sleep on, and we would always get so mad because he would not let us have a turn sleeping on the cot. And then every single morning, we would be woken up to the sound of the bugle. Every single morning, and it honestly is just burned into my mind. Like, I will never forget that. And I just think it's so funny that years down the road I'm going to be hearing that bugle just some more. Can't wait. And I just think it's really funny how life plays out.